brings all of his sons. It says that Jesse brought Eliab out first. Eliab was Jesse's oldest son. He kind of looked like Saul. He was tall, dark, and handsome. He looked the part. And this is why Samuel says, surely the Lord's anointed is before him. Surely this is God's anointed right here. He looks it. Samuel himself doesn't really even know what attributes God is looking for in this king. Friend, a lot of times God doesn't tell everybody the whole story. A lot of times nobody really knows the full scope of things. We see why God would do such things just with the fallen angels. He's saying, I couldn't even trust my angels that I appointed for such a role. How do I trust anybody else? Nobody knows the entirety of what's going on around here. Don't let them fool you. And God says unto Samuel, look not on his conscience. Don't look on his outward appearance or how he feels about himself. Don't look at the ego, the pomp and circumstance. Don't let that move you. Or on the height of his stature. Don't look on the outward appearance, the physicality. Don't worry about how many muscles he has. Don't worry about how physically fit he is. Don't worry about how tall he is. Don't worry about none of that. Because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart. And Samuel gets all of Jesse's other sons to come. Jesse has 7 sons. He gets all the other 6 or 5 or actually 4. And he says, there must be something wrong here because none of these is who God says he sent me to get. And Samuel said to Jesse, are here all thy children? And he said, there remaineth yet the youngest, and behold, he keepeth the sheep. And Samuel said, fetch him, for we will not sit down until he come hither. It's got to be him. Samuel is so excited about this that he doesn't let anybody sit down. Standing room only. Friend, what God has for you is standing room only. They won't be able to take a seat. They will not be able to get relaxed and take a seat until you come. And he sent and brought him. He was ruddy and withal of a beautiful conscience and goodly to look to. And the Lord said, arise, anoint him, for this is he. He didn't have all of that. Won't. All that. That wasn't him. He didn't take time and focus everything he had on that stuff. He didn't have time for all that. He's taking time and focusing what he has on the things that will serve him. He has something else that served him. There's nothing wrong with focusing your attention on the outward appearance. If that's all you got. If that's all you've cultivated, that's all you have to serve you. You need to focus on that. You need to make that the best thing you got. You have nothing else. You should look good. If you don't have any other gifts that you've cultivated within yourself and your time in life, If you don't have a particular vertical that you got to dominate, you dominate in because you focus your attention on that and fine tune that and put all you got in that, then what are you focusing on? What are you spending your time on? If your focal point is strictly the outward appearance, and that's all you got, that might be your calling. I don't know. I'm not here to judge. But for David and those like David, those souls that have a calling that they have actually focused on and made it the walk of their life, they put so much attention on that thing that they love, that other stuff they don't have a lot of time or interest in polishing off. It doesn't mean that they don't have it. I'm sure after David overcame and sat in his house of cedar, he could buy whatever he wanted. He could have women bathing him all throughout the day. He could acquire the finest oils and the finest plants and the finest essences and the finest clothing the world could buy. He could be made beautiful. And he could adopt that beauty on top of real substance. And then that real substance would intermingle with his anointing. You talking about beautiful? Friend, David was gorgeous. However he looked. One of a kind. Cream of the crop. Creme de la creme. Wherever he go, he's floating. There's none like him. So standing next to the most beautiful man or the most beautiful looking woman in the world, David is better. Even if he had missing teeth, even if he was misshapen, his substance would make up the difference, friend. Coupled with the powerful anointing. You can't get any better. There's nothing better in the world.